Namaste friends, and hope you're doing well. Let's talk about Saturn in the 10th house. The 10th house, like the 11th house, is the favorite for the Saturn. Saturn just loves to be residing in 10th and the 11th house. So what happens, the 10th house is also called the Karma Bhava. Karma means actions, literally means actions. It also means many things in the spiritual context. But when it comes to Vedic astrology, it shows how you will behave when a problem happens in your life, when an event happens in your life. How would you take in control? How do you perceive that, and how do you eventually action it? Okay, which simply means karma. Karma is your actions towards it. How strong would you be? A lot of people will say that the 10th house rules career. But it's true, it's just one part of it. But if you look at the bigger picture, the principle, the truth behind the karma house is how you would move yourself, or how do you position and action yourself in this birth is seen in the 10th house. So what happens, like when a malefic graha or the super malefic graha Saturn comes to your 10th house, okay? It creates a lot of good vibes, a lot of good results. That's one thing. You would not be a follower, that's for sure. You'll be a leader. Even since small, if you have a project, let's say in the school, the teacher asks you to do a project, maybe to make a wooden house or something like that. Okay, you would not be imitating whatever your friend has done. You will try to be, although it may look bad, it may not be as functional, but then you'll be proud that you did it on yourself. It is a genuine idea, a genuine inspiration within you. When you grow older, when you go for your college and when you go to start working and all that, you will also be a leader. You would not be following the flock. And that creates a lot of pain as well, because naturally we are living in an imperfect world, right? So if you do not follow certain things, you will be left out. Okay, only a few people will see it as a radical change. Okay, this guy has some radical thoughts, some radical views in certain things. So maybe this guy has some potential, but that kind of thought is very minimal, very less in this world. People will always like to see what you do best with the existing system that you have. Okay. So you may have some issues, although they say Saturn 10th is very auspicious, is very good. But when it comes to work, you have to be tolerant in your early days, because your ideas may not be accepted, your ways of thinking, even if you go and work somewhere, you will find that the process is all wrong, and you could improve that process overnight. But of course, people do not want to listen to you, right? So be ready for all these things in your life. But don't let it go, because Saturn is teaching you that life is the truth about life, the reality of life. But keep that leadership quality, keep the radical thoughts in your mind, because that is the one that's going to make you all the millions, all the big bucks, all success in life, okay? Just in the initial stages, be a little bit tolerant when people are not accepting your views, and when the process and the procedure seems too old and people are still following it. Just be a little bit tolerant in that, okay? The 10th house, we have the Saturn also shows that you will have very good sense of pride in whatever you do, as I mentioned. So have that, it's a very good quality. Having pride in your work is very good, but don't have it, don't convert that pride into ego. Okay, that's where everything tumbles. So, but if you have pride in whatever you have done, or your thoughts and all that is good. It's a very welcoming thing, because what we need now in this time is a lot of genuine inspirations. Okay, so needless to say, you'll be very ambitious. You'll be a self-starter. You're very persistent about your goals and ideas. It's a great thing. Okay. If you can do something to do with arts and career in arts, career in creativity thinking, interior design, car designing, architecture, all these lines will be very, very good, because you will have some ways, some design that people have never seen before. Very, very radical. Okay, that's a great thing. Success comes to you quite easily, very easily. Success comes to you, but it comes with a price. So, friends, if you have Saturn in the 10th, don't be over cocky. You'll make your money in very young. You'll make your millions. You'll see a success very fast in your life. But don't be over cocky about it, because that's where Saturn will pull you down. All right. Always be grateful what you have. Always try to strike the balance. Remember, doing your dharmic ways, charity to the poor and needy, help people as much as possible, service to your mom and dad, service to your guru, and all that is very, very essential. Be more spiritual, because the more you have, the more you can lose. So that's something that you should understand as well. Now, the 10th house, if you have Saturn in it, it creates a very strong a foundation for the person when it comes to beliefs also. So you will be naturally a staunch believer in your own faith. Say if you're a Christian, you'll be a very staunch, very orthodox Christian. That's one thing. If you're a Hindu, you'll be a orthodox Hindu as well. You'll have a hard time to understand, or rather to accept, the other religions. That is something that I've seen people who are having Saturn in 10th house. I would suggest that you move into spirituality, which would be even better for you, because you understand that God is not something that we know. God is something that we need to seek, which is the ultimate difference between religion and spirituality. Okay, this is something I humbly ask you to consider, moving into spirituality a little bit. Okay. The 10th house also shows that you'll be always choosing a professional where you can move out to do your own business. You will never find peace when it comes to working with someone. You'll always want to do on your own. So if you have that fire burning inside you, don't let it fade away. Okay. If you're working with someone and you want to be a publisher, an author or something like that, create that book, build it from base, start writing, talk to friends, move on. Because the more you stay working with people, the more exasperation you'll get, frustration, and sometimes even stress, anxiety disorders, and all that problems start to fall. So what I'm saying here is that you are better off to do your own business, but if you can't afford to do that right now, start something parallelly. Okay, start moving parallelly right now. Don't just wait until when time comes you have the money and you can slowly eventually move to business. That's not going to happen. Okay, start something parallel. I'm sure you have some time, and use that time to start your business. Okay, in parallel, side by side with the job that you're doing. Okay, friends, that's a little bit about what I think Saturn would do to you on your 10th house. Hope it has been beneficial. And stay tuned for more videos in Prakash Jyotisa. Till the next time, thank you. Namaste.